Required measurements above. What to do. Divide the neckline and shape the neckline. Don't forget the neckline is not so free and it's not so tight, so ensure you have accurate measurement around the neckline. So what I'm doing is marking both the center front and the center back neckline together. So I'm going to cut out the center back now, then later I'm going to cut, yes, I'm cutting out the center back now. Now I'm going to notch the shoulder, the lower part, in order for me to be able to pick them back accurately. So I'm folding the center front in order for me to be able to cut the neckline separately without cutting the back again. You can see I already cut the back, so I'm just going to cut the front out. It's very simple. It's a free bubu, pleated bubu. It's more or less like a danshike. So you open the center front by 5 or 6 inches, depends on how wide or how deep you want it. So I'm going to fold it back to the actual style I want. So now that this is the body, I've added my pleat allowance to the body. That is why it's very wide. So I'm going to fold it into 4 in order for me to be able to mark the pleats, so accuracy will be perfect. So now the first thing first is to measure your shoulder, your drop shoulder. It's not the actual shoulder. You can see the way it looks from the start. You mark your shoulder. Then I did the same thing at the hem and mark the shoulder too. So I'll measure my pleats. I'm going to measure 6 inches, and I'm also going to do that at the hem, 6 inches. Why I did that is for me to be able to pick together. Then between that first pleat, I left about 3/4 inch. Reason being that you can't pick the second pleat without leaving a space, else it will not give you what you want. So I marked 3/4. Then from that 3/4, I'm going to mark another 6 inches at the shoulder, on the shoulder and on the hem. You can see I notch and I marked the shoulder in order for me to be able to pick them straight. So the last part, that's the third one, I'm going to leave it for now, though that is about 6 plus. I'm going to leave it for now, so that we need to pick the first and the second pleat first. So you open up your fabric in this direction. I'm going to pick my pleats at the hem first. I'm going to pick it here first. Then pick it at the on the shoulder as well. Then pick the other hem. You need to do this in order for you to be able to know where your pleats are. So I'm going to pin down before stitching. So I'm picking the one at the hem now. Yes, I know you know how to cut your facing. That's why I didn't talk about the facing. It's very simple. It's just the way you close up your bubu if you're not running embroidery on it. So that is that about that. So you can see I left this. That's the space. That's the 3/4 inch space. So that's, I'm going to pick my 6. So the 6 I'm picking, I'm not picking 6 at a go. That 6 will be divided into 2, so which means my fold is 3. Do you understand? So my fold is 3 inches. That is, when you pick pleats, is double. So I marked 6 in order for me to be able to pick 3, that is half. So the first one I picked was 6, that is 3 on the side, 3 on the other side. So the second pleat now, I've done the second pleat. This is how it's going to look like. I left the other one because that's what we are going to use to finish the gusset side. So I have it stitched already, and remember all that face side. So you can see the other part is going to be folded in that direction. I'm just showing us how it's going to look like. It's going to be folded in this direction. Then we will incorporate the gusset to it. Like I said, this bubu is more or less like a danshiki. The way danshiki is being that's semi agbada, the way it's done, that's how it's done. So now I have both side pleated, that is both side pleated. Now to mark the armhole. So what do you do? From the shoulder you mark down 10 inches. If you want you can make it 11, but I'm going to use 10 inches downwards. Yes, 10 inches. So when the 10 inches when I have my 10 inches done, now from the 10 inches I'm going to measure what I have left. That is what I'm going to use to cut the side, that is the gusset on the side. Fold your fabric into 2 in this direction, so you don't have to be cutting one. So I fold my fabric, I cut I roll out that part because I don't need it. Then I'll measure the measurements I measured on my agbada, that's my bubu, plus 1 inch or 1.5, depends on what you want to use. That is the seam allowance to finish gusset uh, the gusset upper part, because we're not going to leave it raw. So that's it. You're cutting 2 out. Remember, it's been folded into 4. So now this is 2. I'm going to cut into 2. Yes, I have it cut into 2. So I mentioned I added M allowance. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to stitch on machine and bring it back to you. Yeah, I have it stitched. So this is what it looks like. So that's what we're going to put on the side. So all you need to do is to open up the agbada, fold that in, fold it in. We added 3/4. I added 3/4. The space between the second pleat and this very one is 3/4, because we're going to stitch about quarter in with the gusset side, and to finish the other part of the pleats. Now it's very simple, very simple. If you have any questions, kindly leave it in the comment section. And if you have any outfit you want us to work on for you, leave it there, send it to us. We will actually do it for you. So you're going to place the gusset. You place it on that folded part in that direction, pin it down to secure the fabrics. Then you fold it backwards. You should have like quarter. You know already you used 3/4. That's the space between the second and this last one. So the quarter is what we're going to use to close up the gusset and the last last pleat, which is done already. You can see what is done. I'm sorry using this fabric. So just it came urgent because the subscribers said it's very urgent, so we just have to quickly do it with what we have. So place. So you're going to place the same direction. Facing, that is already folded. You place the gusset in it and wrap it with it. Use your pins to hold down. Welcome back. So we have it stitched. You can see the way it's looking. We have it stitched already. So I'm going to do the same thing to the other side. The same process is the same thing we are going to do. All you need to do is fold that in that direction. Place the gusset from the inside, wrap it with it, stitch about quarter from the hem to the other side of the hem. It's very very simple, and some have it shaped in different direction, but I find this very easy for the beginners who want to wear something like this. So we are ready. You can see that you can't see any rough edge. It has been stitched into the garment itself. So this is the finishing. This is the finishing. Where you wear, you see what it looks like. I know you can finish the neckline. You can finish the hem differently. Thanks for watching.